So you're behind in your rent. Now what? Well, what can happen after 30 days, your landlord can file for an eviction, and then you have to go to court and deal with that. And what's going to probably happen is the judge is going to give you time to pay that rent. They're going to ask you what's going on and why you're in this situation. Depending on the outcome and depending on the niceness of the judge, they're going to give you X amount of time to vacate the property. Let's say your court date's in 3 weeks. You're already a month behind. Now you're a month and a half, month and 3 weeks behind. You go to court. You can pay the back due rent and they will stop the eviction. But every state only allows you to do that a few times. In the state of Maryland, you can do that 4 times, and then the judge will no longer grant that wish. So even if you come to court and you pay your back rent, then they will still honor the eviction. And from that point, let's say you owe 2 months, maybe 3 months in rent to the landlord, and you owe back rent. Your option is to pay. They're probably going to file a garnishment against you. They're going to win. Meaning the landlord is going to win the garnishment, and then you have to make payments. They will garnish your pay, they will freeze your bank accounts, and they will take 20 to 25% of your weekly pay or bi-weekly or however you're paid until that back due rent is paid. Now, here's the catch. You are able to file bankruptcy to wipe out that past due rent, but what you're not allowed to file bankruptcy on is the malicious destruction of that property. So let's say, for whatever reason, now you're mad at the landlord because they kicked you out. And yes, that does happen. So when you evict somebody, they're always mad at you like you did something wrong. But keep in mind, the landlord also has bills to pay. So while you're living rent-free, the landlord still has to pay the HOA, the taxes, the insurance, the water bill, and their mortgage payment. So in many cases, that landlord is now down, $3,000 to $5,000. Let's say your rent was $2,000 a month. You didn't pay $6,000. They still had to pay $3,000 to $5,000, depending on what their interest rates are or if they have any loans. So they're technically out the money that they had to pay. So if you destroy the property, you are not allowed to file bankruptcy on that. So if you get mad at your landlord and you pour concrete down the pipes, or you steal the copper pipes, or you destroy all the walls and the floors and everything else maliciously, you cannot file bankruptcy on that, and that will still be garnished from your pay. So leave the property nicely, just like you found it, no matter what the issue is with the landlord, because it will come back and haunt you. I hope this helps.